Hello class 8. Hope you all are fit and fine and concentrating your studies. Children, still some of you are not sending your assignments regularly. Please children, just be regular in your studies. Now today in this video we will start a new chapter, that is your language of chemistry. Now in this chapter we will learn about the elements. What is an element, its symbol, what is valency, and how the ions are formed. Okay, now what is symbol? Symbol is it is a short or abbreviated name of an element. Now children, actually these short form or abbreviated name are used in every field of in the study, and to save time, space and labor. Similarly in chemistry also the abbreviations are used to represent the names of elements, compounds, and to represent chemical equations. These symbols not only save time, but it makes our learning and understanding quick and easy. Right, now let's start the chapter language of chemistry. Okay, now the chapter is your language of chemistry. And now what is symbol? Symbol of an element represents the short form or abbreviated name of an element. A symbol has qualitative as well as quantitative significance. Now what are qualitative significance? Qualitatively it represents name of the element, and quantitatively it represents one atom of the element, atomic weight of the element. For example, the symbol C, capital C, represents carbon, the element carbon, and one atom of carbon and 12 parts by weight of carbon, means atomic weight of the carbon. Okay, now next, so many scientists, they tried to give the symbols for different elements, and earlier they gave actually figurative symbols, which was really difficult to learn these figurative symbols. Then later on in John Jacob Berzelius, he in 1814 suggested a simple system of representing elements with symbols, and he put forward certain points for presentation. And first is your, in most cases the first letter of the name of an element was taken as a symbol for the element and written in capitals. What he said? He said that first letter of the name of the element is taken as a symbol. For example, carbon is C symbol, nitrogen capital N, oxygen capital O, hydrogen capital H, and iodine capital I, and sulfur capital S. But this method was not approved, since two elements can have the same first letter, like carbon C and calcium also C, and cobalt also C, chlorine is also C. That's why they give another point. Now what is another point? In some cases the symbol of the element has two letters, and first letter is capital and second letter is small. For example, calcium, first letter is your C, capital, it is written as a capital C, and calcium Ca, A is written as a small letter. Okay, now just look at the examples, like cobalt, capital C and O, O is small. Chlorine, Cl, C capital, L small. Zinc, Z capital, N small. Calcium, C capital, A small. Magnesium, M capital, G small, Mg. Lithium, Li, L capital and I small. In this way, these two letters are taken. Okay, in some cases the symbols of some elements are derived from their Latin or Greek name, especially metals whose symbols were derived from their Latin names, right? For example, copper, that is your cuprum. and symbol is given what? Cu. Why? Because C already given to carbon, CO already given to cobalt. So what is left? Latin name is left, that is your cuprum, Cu. Now just look at here, sodium, natrium, Latin name is natrium and symbol is Na. Potassium, kalium and symbol is K. Iron, ferrum and symbol is Fe. Copper, I just told you. Gold, aurum, Au. Tin, stannum, that is your Sn. Silver, argentum, that is your Ag. And lead, plumbum, that is your Pb. And okay, now next is your, what is valency? Valency is the number of hydrogen atom which combine directly or indirectly with one atom of an element so as to form compound is called valency. Another definition of valency is also the combining capacity of an element is called valency. Just that for example water. What is the formula of water? H2O means two atoms of hydrogen combined with one atom of oxygen. So what is the valency of oxygen? 2. The same way hydrogen chloride formula is HCl. So one atom of hydrogen combined with one atom of chlorine. So what is the valency of chlorine? That is your 1. The same way ammonia. What? NH3. One atom of nitrogen combined with 3 atom of hydrogen. So what is the valency of nitrogen? That is your 3. Right? Okay, now elements with valency 1, they are called monovalent, and element with valency 2 are called divalent, and element with valency 3 are called trivalent, and element with valency 4 are called tetravalent. One monovalent are your sodium, potassium, ammonium, right? And divalent, calcium, magnesium, these are sulfate, these are divalent. And trivalent is your aluminum, chromium, and tetravalent is your what? Phosphate and that is your carbon. Okay, now next is your variable valency. Some matters, they exhibit more than one valency, and in such situation matters are said to exhibit variable valency. And these elements, mostly these metals are there. For example, like copper. Copper has having valency variable, means Cu1 positive and Cu2 positive. Iron, Fe2 positive, Fe3 positive. Mercury, Hg1 positive and Hg2 positive. Lead, Pb2 positive and Pb4 positive. And tin, Sn2 positive and Sn4 positive. Okay, now next is your, what are ions? Ions, when an atom loses or gains electrons, it becomes a charged particle, and that charged particle is called ions. Now these charged particle may be positive or negative. Positively charged particles are called cations and negatively charged particles are called anions. For example, when sodium loses one electron, it gets Na1 positive, right? And it is called sodium ion. When calcium loses 2 electron, it gets Ca2 positive, right? But in case of anions, when, for example, when chlorine loses 1 electron, it becomes chloride ion, right? And bromine, when it loses 1 electron, then it becomes bromide ion. So when you are in case of negative ions, you will use IDE suffix in the end of that element. For example, chloride, bromide, oxide, right? In the same way, your hydroxide, right? Okay, now just look at here the valency chart of electropositive ions or radicals. Here just go through these chart. Okay, this both the charts, well, this positive as well as negative one, so that what you can easily write the chemical formula. Just look at here, hydrogen, these are valence, one positive valency, hydrogen, aluminum, lithium, sodium and potassium. Valency 2 are your magnesium, calcium, zinc, barium, nickel, uranium and cobalt. Valency 3 is your aluminum and chromium. Now variable valency also you will learn, like copper, argentus, right? This, so learn this chart by heart. The same way here electronegative ions are also given, like fluoride, chloride and bromide, iodide, that is your hypochlorite, chlorate. Well, all this valency chart, learn these valency chart by heart, especially which is given in your page number 49, right? So that we can easily write the chemical formula. In next video I'll explain you how to write the chemical formula, but first you learn this valency chart by heart. Thank you, children.